sorry. I'm
We
so
going live.
sorry. When
I'll do
when
it.
I introduced
Grand
Emma in this,
Rising, beautiful, melanated, original. You respectfully call yourself people and say we've been live for a few minutes. It's your girl, Straight No Chaser with the Queen, and we are here with the Good Morning from Africa Town, LA crew. We got Mind Games in the house, and we got
It is.
in the house from Clear as Conscious.
hey,
So, was you gonna say something, Queen?
no, no, ma'am.
So give us a minute, sit back, and let's get ready for this conversation. Are the new age black rappers the terrorists with mics in our black community? You know, we'll talk about that.
Warning: the following program contains strong black first opinions about mature and strong subject matter that affects Black America and the diaspora as a whole. Listen at your own risk, you sissies.
Grand Rising All. You are listening to the one and only Be One or None. Good morning from Africatown, Los Angeles.
And we are back. Grand Rising. Thank you all for tuning in. And I know y'all see the title, like we said before. We have to face the facts. I know most of the time when we go hard, we talk about what the white people are doing to us. Now it's time for us to get on to us. Either we're black people for black people, what we're calling hashtag B with the number 4, B for B. Are the new age black rappers terrorists with mics in our black community? You there, Queen?
You
I
here?
absolutely am. Yes, I am.
D Mays, oh, Mind Games. You want to start off the conversation, or what you want to do? Which one?
I'm gonna let y'all have for a minute, y'all. I'm gonna get back with it once y'all, once y'all get, I'm put my little 2 cents in it once y'all get through. Let the queens
Okay,
go first.
okay. Queen, you want to start us off?
Well, I'll say this. First of all, this is a continuation of the conversation that we had about a week ago on this conversation, and we were talking about the female rappers. I won't call them artists by any means. So this is a continuation of that conversation. And of course, before we got on live, we had conversations amongst ourselves about this topic, as we always do. And it sucks because y'all missed some of the meat of it, but we'll try to circle back around that. So when Queen Tina brought this conversation, when she mentioned terrorists, and I mentioned, well, let's not deflect from the actual terrorists in the United States, but she made a very good point. We're talking about terrorism in our own community, in the Black community, and the propaganda that is being put forth is an act of terror in the Black community. It is causing a lot of chaos, dangerous harm. It is causing the breakdown of family ethics and morals. It's breaking down our spiritual mindset, our logical mindset. So, yes, by all means, I won't even say unfortunately, facts are facts. These Black looking rappers, not artists, rappers, they are terrorists. uh they are, kill a N, shoot a B. They don't speak anything positive. They speak harm and danger and death, and that is
And
the definition
disrespect.
of terror.
And
Yes,
disrespect.
absolutely. So that's my take on that. Go ahead,
And
take it, Queen.
Yeah. Mhm.
we're not going to be talking about like we're old fashioned, because like we're going to go from the other conversation when people like, oh, in y'all generation, y'all had Luke, y'all had the NWA, y'all had this, but yeah, we had guidelines put in place that if you were not an adult, you could not listen to that. As we said before, there's things for children and there's things for adults. The reason why children cannot have the things as adults because they might not know how to handle it. That's why we got children with guns and microphones running around saying kill, shoot, do this and do that with no regards to what life really is. Because a lot of us are being programmed by the music. We know love music. Why do you play love music before you make love? Because it puts you in the mood. So what puts you in the mood to shoot, kill, this and that? And then we got a culture of people who are saying destroy and kill. That's a whole nother thing. I heard Kaya say to Sexy Red, yeah, I was saying my neck, my back. We had respect in rap. We did not take rap and program ourselves and in rap say, well, kill this person, do this, pop a pill. Basically, everything about rap right now is destructive. And the Black people who are rapping are not, the music industry is not owned by us. A lot of independent rappers, I guess we won't go out the norm, because when you go out the norm of what has been programmed in us to be entertainment, because it's entertainment for other races, but it's destruction for ours. When you go outside that norm, somehow those records don't sell because we don't want to hear nothing but kill, 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 and more of that. We don't want to, we don't want to enjoy each other. It's corny or it's soft or whatever you want to call it these days to have common sense. And I land my plane. Were you going to speak up, D-Maze? Or is he still out?
Yeah, I'm here. So, yeah, I was looking at somebody sent me. I'm doing 1,000 things at one time. So I'm gonna get right to it. I'm gonna blame the Black man first. And I know me being a Black man, take a lot of heat from this.
You the head of the household, ain't they saying that? Okay.
Exactly. So back in the days, let's say, we all pretty much everybody remember back in the 80s and 90s. Hip hop. Now, let's be honest. Back in the 80s and 90s, hip hop was more conscious. You had your street rappers and all that. But, because let's be honest, hip hop started in New York. Everybody know that. When NWA came out, I'm going to say, what is it, 86, 87, 88, they started pushing that gangster rap. Remember, even the cats in New York, and you know what it is, like, even though people like KRS-One and other artists came out of New York, them cats from the streets. See, people get it twisted. They hear KRS-One, Bigger Than Production, all them people, them street cats. But they decided, Rakim too, Airbnb and Rakim, they decided to, like, okay, we know we gonna speak to the streets, but we're gonna put that knowledge of self up in our music. You know what I'm saying? And that was going good for a long time. Then later on in the later 80s, they pushed the NWA, because see, one thing about the Jews control the industry. Everybody know that. Jews control music, porn, entertainment, period. That's a fact. That's not even nothing, even try to talk bad about these people. That's a fact. Everybody know that. They listen to our music, like, okay, these people talking about.
Not even that. If you look up what's going on now, remember the guy, it's a TikTok going around. His name is Christopher. He busted that the whole CDC and all the people that were telling us to lock down during COVID, they all got dual citizenship.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And you don't see not one Black person. But go ahead. You're just saying that the people in power seems to be a lot of,
Yeah, exactly. They control the music, and they like, hold on, y'all talking about even getting to the early 90s with Goody Mob from Atlanta. They were talking about beautiful skin. They made a song dedicated to the Black woman. Y'all remember that song, Beautiful Black Skin? But even before they came out, Fight the Power and other groups, X-Clan. You remember X-Clan, all them. They're like, hold on, these brothers running around with unks. They got African medallions. They talking about they'll empower their people. Black women are beautiful. No Black marriages. No, we got to stop that. So let's push this gangster rap stuff. So when NWA came out, it changed the whole perspective of music. So now come up to the person. I'm still keeping it in the 90s, because even in the 90s, we were talking about destroying Black women. Snoop Dogg walking around. He came in the Source Awards. One of them awards, he had Black women on leashes, like dogs, like animals. You know what I'm saying? You're not respecting the Black woman. You a married Black man. You know what I'm saying? And I can go back to Luke Campbell with Two Live Crew. We can go back to a whole lot of artists who were disrespecting Black women. So if you didn't have a lot of Black female artists back then. You had MC Light, Roxanne Shante, like that. You know what I'm saying? Nikki D, all them. But at the end of the day, brothers, everybody want to hear the men rap. You know what I'm saying? So later on, you had in the early 90s, you had people like Lil Kim pop up. What's going on, Brooklyn Tradition? You had women like Lil Kim pop up, Foxy Brown. I can name a gang of them. You know what I'm saying? So then they like, I don't really want to jump the gun on it, but I heard Nicki Minaj. She was in an interview. Check it out, Nicki Minaj, Joe Budden interview. You know, probably like a year or 2 years ago. She even said out her own mouth. She said, "Look, you know, she didn't even want to do the stuff she wanted to do. She even said, like, even her get her implants and stuff. She said that's what men want. That's what she was talking about, like when Lil Wayne, all them guys had all these girls coming to studios and stuff, girls coming in with the BBLs and all that fake stuff. And she felt bad because she was just playing and she got that done because she thought that's what men want. And that's what happened. A lot of sisters thought that's what men want to see. And now you got all these black women coming out doing all this explicit stuff, you know, say disrespecting themselves, thinking that's what men want to see. And then the industry, I'm gonna be careful with my words, the industry will push that, put money behind that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the truth is, not trying to be funny, men do want to see it, but there's a time and place for everything. They done made the black community a playground and a destructive war zone, and it's a time and place for everything.
Exactly.
And we got Broken Traditions that came and joined the panel along with us.
my brother Red over there. What's up, brother?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
Good caller, brother. Thank good.
Yes. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for inviting me on. I just saw the link and I clicked it, so I kind of just pushed myself into it, and straight with no chaser, she let me in. So I was like, all right, I'll come in.
I seen you broken. When I seen you, that's why I put it. I figured we can have your opinion. We got two women, get some two kings.
Okay.
And bro, we talk about this all the time, type of stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, we finish up. You want to talk?
Okay, so I was actually about to do a video. So D-May sent me the link for the live stream, and I was like, all right, I'll check it out. And I kind of got sidetracked. I was going to do a video, and actually it's about the same topic. So there's a rapper named D1, I think from New Orleans, right? D1. He was on Sway in the Morning, and he called out Meek Mills and Rick Ross because Meek Mill is the face of reform. He's the face of all of this, jail reform and trying to be more positive. But on his recent song he had with Rick Ross, he talked about sliding on somebody and getting somebody shot up at the red light. So those are his lyrics on his new song. So the artist D1 said, it's messed up that I'm giving away your sneakers. You talking about prison reform. You say you want to change your ways after your little homie Snoop got killed. And after that, now you want to go back and rap about the same things you rapped about. Then I don't know if you guys remember or even recall, a few months ago, Meek Mills was on a panel with the NAACP and Robert Kraft from what's that show? Robert Kraft from the New England Patriots, the owner. They was on a panel together about how, I guess, like Black and Jews need to come together, something like that. And on that panel, Meek Mill said, we get paid more money to rap about ignorant stuff, but I outgrew it. Even though I outgrew it, I don't do it no more, but I did it at once upon a time. But now I get to come to panels and speak to people about this type of stuff. And months later, he's back again rapping about ignorant stuff.
That's because the money is there. See, the problem is a lot of these rappers and a lot of these people, you get the money. If you did it ignorant, you got the money. But the thing is,
wait, somebody playing Tupac?
That they're trying to live a white man's lifestyle. See, we don't want to get the money and invest in generational wealth. They get the money and they spend it every day, and then they got to keep selling themselves out.
I was gonna say, you get the money, but is it wealth? Having money is not the same as having wealth. You don't have assets, you don't have legacy. So they have this money, but then they wind up broke and poor and impoverished when it's all said and done, so they're not looking at wealth, and accumulation of wealth and what success really looks like. And that's what's sad about that situation.
But look, like I said before, this is my podcast 2 weeks ago, when I talk about The Good Shepherd. That's one of the best movies ever made. The Good Shepherd. You ever seen that, Broken Tradition? Good Shepherd. Check it out. It's on YouTube. You can download. You can go to YouTube and it's like $2.99. Okay. Matter of fact, you can see it. You probably can see it for free on YouTube. The Good Shepherd with Matt Damon, Robert De Niro, Angela Jolie. It's a big cast. Yeah, it's about how the Skulls and Bones got started, how the CIA got started. It was a scene with Joe Pesci and Matt Damon, he was talking to him. They were trying to get Joe Pesci was Italian. They try to put some dirt on him to make him flip to do some stuff for them, right? And he said, I'm not worrying about the mafia. I'm worried about y'all guys, like y'all the real gangsters. And he said, he said Italian got the families. He said the Irish got their homeland. And he said something about another group. He said even the niggas, they got their music. And and it's sad because even back in this is a true story. This not a made up movie. It's a real story. And it's crazy. That was in the early 60s. Even back then, that's all they thought of black people, entertainment. And
we still are.
Exactly. We live to this point now. We talking about this topic. Black people always entertaining, and you got us. I mean, people, even every other group, they listen to our music, but they look at it as entertainment. White boys, when they listen to gangster rap, they look at it as entertainment. We listen to it, we take it serious. Like, I remember back when the club bounced. I know you only if you ever heard of club bounce in Atlanta. That's when T.I. and the crunk music got going with Lil Jon and all them. I never forget. They're back in my wild days. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't always been I did my thing anyway. But me and my crew, we used to go back, doing our thing. We used to go to the club bounce. We had different crews up in there, whatever. And then when certain songs come in, start getting riled up. That's how that whole crunk thing popped up in Atlanta. When you hear crunk music, you get riled up, you hit somebody, and you want to start a fight. That's what it's about. So I never forget what song they played, Tear the Club Up. Bro,
Tear the club up.
I'm like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, we hear that, we started throwing chairs and hitting cats. I'm like, when certain songs, exactly. So when certain songs come on, even with black women, we're making songs about, sex and stuff, sisters start gyrating, twerking, acting all kind of ways. We young, we think that's good. Like, damn, look at her. She got a fat ass. I'm keep it real. She big titties, she doing her thing. We get up on her. She dropping it like it's hot, whatever. I'm like, damn. Later on in my life, I'm like, man, I'm disrespecting a black woman. That could be my sister, my daughter, my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, later on, I started getting more conscious. I'm like, damn, like, that's crazy. Like, isn't that wrong with having fun, dancing? But when you start disrespecting the black woman and the black woman disrespecting the black man, it's never good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a ripple effect, and it's been going on for the last couple of decades. You know what I'm saying? Now we are where we are now, but Ice Spice and all that.
Let me pause you right there, D Mays, so that we can go to break. Okay. I know y'all seen this commercial before, but you're going to see it again because we're going to drive it home. Okay, because we are building. If we want to get into a community where we do not indulge, where those Jews and everybody else does not own what we listen to and stuff, we have to come together. The United Empires of Akebelon is nothing but a coalition of black individuals, groups, and people who we're saying that are B for B, black people for black people who are trying to make changes. So, hold on.
Have you envisioned true black individuals and groups coming together? We are in need of safe spaces that serve as sanctuaries for the black community in this current world. We as a people are falling apart, and this a call to action. Imagine a place where healing, unity, culture, and wealth building are the core values. A haven that fosters a sense of peace and belonging for generations to come. We need a micronation, a self-declared independent entity that exists digital within or on the outskirts of an existing nation. A micronation is a small, self-governed place where a community can create its own rules and regulations independent of larger governing bodies. This is the vision of the UEOA. This concept is not new, but it's one that holds significant potential for the black community. Imagine a place that serves as a retreat for the black community. A sanctuary that provides respite from the pressures of the oppression we face in our everyday life. A place where we can reconnect with our roots, learn, and find solace in a supportive environment. A place where we can host conferences, workshops, and events that promote education, programs that promote healing, unity, and wealth building. A thriving hub for black families, entrepreneurs, and individuals offering opportunities for networking and collaboration among each other. Imagine a serene natural environment where families and individuals can enjoy camping, farming, and other activities, fostering a connection with nature and promoting overall well-being. A dedicated space for educational programs, mentorship initiatives, and workshops that empower black people to reach their full potential and contribute to their communities. A sustainable farming initiative that promotes self-sufficiency, healthy eating, and environmental consciousness, while also providing educational opportunities for community members. a range of activities and amenities, ensuring a memorable experience for all. This vision is attainable and with your help, can become a reality. By contributing to this initiative, you will play a vital role in creating a safe and empowering micro-community that addresses the unique needs of the Black community. We bought land, now we need your support to help secure the necessary resources to develop infrastructure. So what can you do to help make this vision a reality? Donate, no matter how big or small. Every contribution will make a significant impact. Even donating your time, skills, or expertise can assist us in. Please join our website www.theunitedempiresofalkebulan.com. Share this initiative, spread the word through social media, email, and word of mouth. Together we can build this dream that fosters pride, resilience, and prosperity. Join us in creating a space where Black individuals and families can thrive, celebrate our heritage, and build a brighter future. It's up to us to help us. We are the only group of people suffering like we do systemically. If you claim you love Black people, then you approve this message.
And we are
Yeah.
back. We are back.
Love it.
And we have had people, so shout out to the people who have been writing us. We just have to get organized. We had some family stuff going on, and we're going to reach back out. So we appreciate people who say they got, I think someone said they had IT skills and stuff like that.
Ooh.
So I know, D-Maze, you were talking, but I wanted to just read this real quick while we come back in. And I'm going to, let me do this with the camera. I don't know if y'all can see this. See this book? Melanin is worth more than gold.
Yeah, I see it.
We are programmed to kill each other, and we don't know why. We are programmed to be the bottom of the totem pole. And I want to read you something from the back. It says, yes, it's true. Melanin is currently worth over $350 a gram. That is this book was written a few years ago. So I want y'all to know you're not Black, you're melanated beings, and this is real. But they don't want you to know that. They don't teach you this in school. They teach you, oh, we're Black and we're white. We're all people. We're all the same. No, the fuck we're not. So let me continue reading. Yes, it's true. Melanin is currently worth over $350 a gram, more than gold. The process of melogenesis produces a chemical, melanin, found in bird feathers, animal fur, reptile scales, microorganism, cephalopods, ink, and human skin, among other places. Who is the only people walking around with human skin? Who are the only people walking around go in mass incarceration, always experimented on, going missing, and we don't understand that. We don't even understand what melanin does because we don't understand who we are. They need those Black bodies, all these Black bodies, and you can see, you think if you don't sign yourself away, they're not going to donate your body to science. You see Black people missing organs all the time, coming up missing organs. We don't even know the half of it. This book completely obliterates the false narrative of melanin, which is Black people, information manipulators and perpetrators. In doing so, it takes the melanin challenged inferiority complex, aka racism, white supremacy, along for the ride. By examining everything we think we know from a melanin-centered perspective, it expands our perception of the world and our history. Melanin is worth more than gold documents events leading up to the insight when melanin was worth $1 value, greater than gold. It examines the influence of melanin as quantifiable, a phenomenon, by reviewing ideas relating to perceptions of people of African ancestry worldwide. So basically,
Boom.
we need to read this book. It goes on. So I just want you to know that they have us killing ourselves so they can get free melanin. That melanin is what makes us unique. This is why they can't dance like us. Their hair is not like us. Their culture is not like us. They have to copy everything about us because melanin is what is in the darkness that you think is space.
Exactly. And I want to say this. Everybody have melanin, but now have enough of it to even
We're
white
the
people,
only
they don't have
beings
enough.
that produce melanin in our
Exactly.
skin.
Exactly. So people are like, oh, well, everybody else got melanin. Yeah, but they don't have what we got. we are the architects. You know,
And that's why they have us destroying ourselves. It
Mhm.
has to be destroyed for the world to live. Science experiments and
Thank
stuff.
you.
So that's why I say these new age rappers, they want us to produce fatherless and motherless children. Because as long as your rap music is saying it's okay to be out your mind so you don't pay attention to what's around you, pop pills, kill this, shoot that. Half of them men put in jail. Then you got half these women running around just having babies that don't have fathers that are not with their children.
Thank you.
No father. You don't have two parents watching over children, so the missing list keeps getting bigger and bigger. And our rappers keep rapping our lives away.
Exactly. And I was looking at the video with Ice Spice, the Deli song. Have you ever seen that Deli video with Ice Spice?
No, I ain't seen it.
You probably don't want to look at it.
Before you go there, hold on that. The reason why you see the cover, I'm not just putting out Suki Hana and you picked out what is her name? The red
Ice Spice.
Oh, that's Ice Spice. I'm sorry. And then the guy that you see on there, I think his name is YN. He sings this song, I got murder on my mind. And everybody just walks around like you're in a daze and you don't know when you're re-singing something over and over again, just like the alphabet. You learn the alphabet by singing it over and over again. You learn things by repeating it over and over again. And now you got the hood walking around with these guns. Now, remember you said, D-Maze, you bumped each other in the club. That music made you hype. They seen that experiment. Now they added guns to it. Now you walking around where it's easy because it's too hard to get up and really. Sometimes it take an evil person to just, destroy somebody with a knife. So they're making it easy for you to feel like you're doing something, but you're shooting from a distance. And half of you not even shooting your target. You don't care if you shoot children or whatever. And you're being programmed to like, yeah, if that do this, I'm shooting up the block. And like the little boy, the young man on here, I got murder on my mind. I got murder on my mind. You got the hood walking around singing, I got murder on my mind. And little white kids and little Japanese kids and little Chinese, all the other kids, you know what they got on their mind? Math, business.
Yep.
We only entertainment for when they get away from their serious life. When they make this our life every day, unless you play basketball or run that football. And I land my plane.
Yeah, you're right. So, I mean, that's all they see, black people. Entertainment, football, rappers. That's pretty much it. It's a rapper. Shout out to Broken Traditions. If he come back on and he see the playback. He did a video about a 9-year, about 8, 9, 10 years old, even if he was 11, rapping about, killing, disrespecting black women. 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, y'all. I think he's from Atlanta, matter of fact. And I'm like, he had a lot of views, and stuff. And I'm like, we so far behind. I'm gonna keep it real. We so far behind as a people. Some of us ain't gonna make it, and I don't expect that some of us to make it. So some black people just don't give a shit. And you can't save every black people. You're not gonna unify as a race. Everybody's not gonna unify. That's a pipe dream, because a lot of times we don't even know who out. Like black men, step up, bro. Even if you ain't with that woman, you still should be in your child life. A child gonna respect you if you're around. You know what I'm saying?
But
it's more than just child support.
Let's pause right there. That's what we talking about. We jump ahead on stuff. Yes, you be in that child life or don't even produce a child. But if you in the child life, most of these young men copying their daddy, running around with guns, slinging gang signs, listening to the music that is programming the daddy letting it program their children. So if you're going to be in your son's life, a lot of black people ain't learned how to be parents no more because they destroyed. There's a gap in the way that our grandparents used to raise us into the way we raise this generation.
Right. Yeah.
So they can be in their life, but a lot of these men are destructive to their children.
I said, looking for me, I had both parents. Even if I had both parents, I think either my mother or my father would have still been good role models to me. But I was around friends who didn't have that. And I could see the difference.
You was around, but you wasn't around this rap generation because the parents that you got now don't mind calling their woman a B, and she don't mind calling her man a nigga.
Thank you. I never seen.
We got a lot of 2-parent households, but look at what they doing. Look at the children.
You're right. I agree. Because you got two parents don't even mean nothing these days. And then another thing, black women, stop calling I'm a bad bee. Stop that, man. That's not a good thing. Now, a lot of sisters do be checking a lot of sisters on that. So I shout out to the sisters who be checking sisters on that, because they're like, well, that's what men want to hear. And unfortunately, they true. Some guys like that because black men are to blame too for calling their black women out of their names and stuff. And black women thought that what they wanted. One thing I always tell everybody, I was just telling my girl that we were watching the show a while ago. A black woman can be the most educated, non-educated. She can be the most poorest woman or the richest woman, but she's gonna ride for her man. It's just in her DNA. I asked my girl, I said, why is that? She said, it's in our DNA. A black woman gonna ride for her man regardless, even if he's wrong or right. So when he's on that BS, she's know it's wrong, but she's gonna ride with it, and that's when you had the problem we got now. These sisters on this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? They thinking that men love sex. You know,
they not thinking it because you can't put it on the female. They seeing it because that's all men are showing that they love sex.
Exactly. I'm saying blame the man on this. Men got held himself accountable. We put it out and thought that women thought that's what we want, but some do. I ain't gonna lie, but a lot of us don't. So yeah, and it's for some reason they caught on to the guys who wanted that. Even with the way black women look and stuff, they gotta look European or exotic or stuff like that. Even though black women got the best bodies in the world, but still when it comes to the features and the hair and all that, they think they're supposed to look like somebody else. So it's a process that we gotta go through. We gotta change that.
We're not gonna be able to do the process because we can't blame the black woman or the black man. What happened, the black woman had no choice but to look European in order to get jobs. So until we start going back to the root, that's why I said melanin is worth more than gold. Okay. Black women, when you said our hair wasn't, we wrapped it up. We wear our wraps and you ban us from going to jobs because you say it's unprofessional. Then we then we have to straighten our hair to look closer to white. Then our black men, most of the time, when you see rich black men, you see him on the arms of a white woman or a mixed woman. Then when you see somebody fighting for the black man, you see the black woman, but yet the black woman get the stereotype. She's not the one submissive, even though the black woman and the black man were two-parent households up into the 70s and nobody else was. So we got to look at the trick. You get the images of white families being together, but in the backside, they were not together. We were the only ones together. But long as you keep being told that you are nothing, and the black man and the black woman are nothing, we start repeating that we're nothing to each other. And we start treating each other like we're nothing. This is why we want our black retreat. So that we can deprogram ourselves where it's okay, because it kind of feels funny when you don't call each other B. Because I was in that generation where we'd be like, "Hey, bitch, what you doing, girl? Bitch, please, what you up to?" And now it don't feel right. It felt right then.
But look at this queen. Have you ever seen people like start calling other women queens, or you call men kings? Have you seen the expression on their faces? They like it's so unfamiliar, uncomfortable to them. Like if I'm at the grocery store, I'm at the gas station, and I'll be with my king, my husband. And like if a male opens the door for me, I'll say, "Thank you, king." And I'll look at my husband, I'll say, "Let's go, my king." There's a distinction. I'm not going to not acknowledge this black man. And maybe you not king-like or queen-like. And if you're not, then I'll stop calling you king and queen. But
I'm not nigga-like, but they don't mind saying it.
And bitches and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So where'd you get that title from? So you'll be king and queen until you're not, but you won't be bitches and hoes and niggas first when I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? It's so unfamiliar, for a lot of us. And like I've had men,
we're not used to showing each other respect.
Yeah, they'll look around like, "Are you talking to me? You're the only man standing here." "Yes, I am talking to you." And they'll look like, "Oh my gosh, well, thank you, queen." Well, cool beans. See ya. And that's that simple. We change the dynamics by first looking at ourselves. Like you said before, the whole perm thing was a big deal, and now we took a stand against it. I don't care what you think. I look how I want to look, but there's laws against black hair, So when we start taking a stance and we see ourselves first, these people that we're speaking of on our platform, they don't represent us. Sukiana, whoever it is, Sexy Red, they don't represent us here on this platform. So you can look how you want to and feel you want to about these women, these men, but just know they don't dominate the logic of common sense when it comes to the essence of melanin. Okay, so it might look like they're dominating and they speak for whomever, but I'm here to tell you they don't. They don't speak for me.
That's why other countries don't like the black women in this country, because they only get to see that faucet, and the people like us, you don't get to see it.
I agree.
Is that
That's why you also like and share, because you don't get to hear this. You don't get to hear truth. We're not here to entertain you. We're here to empower you. So please.
And I'm not knocking them. And I'm not knocking them because there's different faucets. There's some nasty people. I mean, people like to dance, like when D-May said disrespect. There's a time and place though. When grown people are grown people, you going out. There's a time and place to do everything. Black people, we like to dance. We like to do stuff. We like music.
But facts. And I want to say this too. I want to say this real quick.
To us in the music.
Now, I want to say this real quick, Queen. I didn't mean this.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I posted this on my Facebook. You might have seen it. It was a picture of a black man. And we all in relationship, all of us, either married. I'm not married yet, but I'm in a relationship. Y'all married. Now, I don't know what's going on with brothers. And I heard, and it's unfortunately, I heard a lot of sisters think there's nothing wrong with it. If I'm in the public eye, I'm talking about public eye. I'm in the restaurant, the mall, or the movies. I'm not finna have. Matter of fact, I'm not even finna touch my woman's ass in public because the kids might be around. But these brothers out here got their hands inside their woman, crack up her ass. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like I said, at home, it's cool. At home, it's cool. Do what you can make a porno at home. You
know what? I'm gonna say this, D-Maze. You know what? We got so much disrespect between the black man and black woman. I mean, if I see a black couple and he grabbing her ass, I mean, we got to give her something. Go on and grab it, make her feel that. I mean, that's how me. Now, if they all digging,
don't be distasteful. Don't be.
No, I'm saying like no. I'm saying if nobody. I'm talking about if kids, you in public out with kids. Like I'm talking about. I'm talking about having your hands down. You might as well have your hands up her cooch. That's how bad. That's how.
Don't be distasteful.
Yeah, exactly.
You can show signs of affection, but don't be.
I mean, I got no problem.
That goes both ways, though, right?
Exactly. That's like a woman grabbing a man's dick.
We have a conversation about the LGBT community, you know. And like we want to put about that, but like it goes both ways. Like
you're right.
Have some boundaries.
I don't know. These days, these little boys might not need to see something like that's what you need to be doing. That's what you. I'm not saying need to be doing, but right now we got a lot battling with the other stuff out here. They putting our little boys in dresses and stuff. So
exactly.
you know,
but you know what I'm saying? Like
it's certain. We got a lot of little battles.
I think we need like back in the days when we used to have class. Like I said, people always been freaking in the bedroom. Let's be honest. Hey, I got an auntie who had 22 kids. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, damn, I was 14. Like, how the heck 22 kids? But a
lot of black people back then had a lot of children. We had big families. We was tricked.
But we went black. We out there
doing families. Yeah, I mean, we were tricked because we ain't had the money. Just because, like most not trying to be funny. Most white women are having more abortions than they're having children. So the white race in America is dying off because they're having more deaths with abortions and this and that than they having births. So our families used to be big, but when they keep you poor, you can't take care of a kid. We went from having 10 to 15 kids plus to now we only want 2 and 3. And that's not our mind. That wasn't our mind. That was the mind of everybody else.
But think about this, Queen. Is it
we had farms, we had generational wealth then.
But is it because we're impoverished, or is it because we're so busy? Think about that.
Both.
Like when it comes to black families, you had husbands that worked, fathers that provided, and the mothers, some of them had part-time jobs, like things on the outside to compensate, but they raised their children with ethics and morals.
No, let's go way back to when we had our land. You didn't have to have those jobs because you and the kids got up together, like my husband and his family. They got up together to farm. By the time you finish farming and running and taking care of yourself, you had the family involved. You had enough land. You ain't have to worry about, do I need to pay rent in this apartment and stuff, or this little house, and then you giving out. They own their houses. See, we got to go all the way back in history and see how we got here. Because like I said, it was up into the 70s when they stole our land, stole houses, and changed the way we live and stuff. So it was a time that, like, it was a time when you didn't you didn't have to weigh out your children to how much space you had.
Fact. So Queen, I think we get into the part about the Black community. And Queen, I guess we get into the part. Can you hear me, Queen? So we go into the part of the about Black community, or do we have Black communities? Because we kind of tap into that now. It seems like
okay.
And
well,
and I would say,
hold on when you hold that thought. Let's play our little commercial, and we'll get what.
Be right back.
The Good Morning from Africatown, Los Angeles morning radio show is pleased to announce that we now have apparel and other merchandise on sale on our website now. That's right. If you enjoy the positive, conscious messages that the ATLA crew brings to you via radio or our other platforms via social media, we want to encourage you to show your support by donning our apparel. You can shop right now, today, at www.gmfatla.com. Get your merch today, and thank you for your support.
And we are
real quick. We're back real quick.
Queen.
D Mays was gonna say to my community, don't lose your dog, King. I want to show you all something. Let me show you all about community, okay, and how we work with the United Empires of the Kibalon. This happens all the time, and we do it with each other, okay, with this platform, with our community, with the United Empires of the Kibalon. So, Queen Tina Berry with Straight Chasing with the Queen just played this promo. So I did this promo, right? And I am so grateful to be able to help with the website and doing apparel and stuff like that. Pablo X is not here with us right now, but he mentioned certain things that I'm accountable for doing. So we're all working hard, right? And we're all pouring into one another and our communities, and we want you to pay it forward. But like when these things happen when Queen Tina just played that promo, now I have to level up because I'm a part of a community that matters to me. And I need to make sure I update this merchandise, right? And this apparel, because we make a difference here. So that's how we are part of a community. We hold one another accountable, and it doesn't have to be spoken. We just operate off of integrity and accountability, and we pay it forward for the greater good. I just want to show you all that. So just keep that in mind when you're listening to us. Again, we're not here to entertain you. We're here doing the work. And all of us have different things going on, but we come together and make this work. And it might not seem big to you all, but it's a big deal to us. And you all are a big deal to us. Queen Tina Berry you can find her with Straight No Chaser with the Queen on YouTube, Facebook, everywhere on the platforms. Same with D Mays with Mind Games Uncut. Every Tuesday, he is so faithful with putting positive conversations out. The very things we're talking about right now, he puts these positive conversations out, and they're
Did Angie leave?
Angie just went out. She was keeping it real. They just cut her off.
Sorry, what you hear?
She like, damn that.
So yeah, make sure you all, what you hear? Make sure you all support what we have going on, because it is very vital what we do. I'm sorry, I went out. I'm sorry. Make sure you all support.
And I wanted to give you a shout out to Queen Angie while we giving accolades, because you have helped so much. And like, y'all follow her too, because she's faithful. She keeps us together. She keeps me from being the Straight No Chaser part of me.
I love it though.
But we do balance each other out, and we building. And you follow her, Angelina, on Clearest Conscious. You see her down the Lifestyle Coach. You can find her on Facebook. I think you do a lot of Clubhouse, and she's gonna actually start doing some spoken word. So, we out here trying to make a difference, and we really, really, really appreciate you, Queen Angie, also.
And I want to say this too: if y'all need somebody to do voiceovers
and Black Love, and all y'all in the chat, Juju, we love you too. All y'all, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm saying, like, Angie can do y'all promos, like y'all need commercials, voiceover stuff, work. That's a
Her and
sister right
Kathy
there,
B.
y'all. No doubt. And Kathy B too.
Yeah, and Pablo and Mr. P.
Mr. P is MIA. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm
Mr. P.
He our hidden weapon. He's our hidden weapon.
The prodigal son has returned.
And that's what happens, y'all. They keep, like y'all said, they keep us so busy that we have so many private lives, and we gotta like keep the rent going and stuff. This is why we're trying to buy land so we can start the project. Not trying. That's why we are buying. We have bought land, and that's why we're building the community, and we want to duplicate these communities everywhere so that Black people can have somewhere to go without having to be just in these areas where rent is so high.
Oppressed.
And I want to say this before we get into the Black community thing. Shout out to the UEOA, because we always consistent. Like of course, with my nonprofit, we consistent.
And my games, he out there in Atlanta doing the stuff on his nonprofit, cleaning up the streets. Y'all stop throwing shit every week.
Exactly. But I want to say that our team is, listen, y'all, our team is we are consistent, and it's hard to find Black people that's consistent. In the UEOA, we are consistent. We talk, we text, we chat every day. You know what I'm saying?
And it's fun.
So that's what's up. I love y'all guys, because that's hard to find all people to do that. We don't. Let's keep it real. We don't. Even our own family members, a lot of people don't even get in contact with it. A lot of people don't even talk to their family members every other day or every day, even their own siblings. Exactly. So what we got, this is a family, and we trying to let people know this is what it's all about. Black people, we got to be consistent as a people. If we don't, it won't work. I've been studying other people. I'm not trying to be like other people. I'm just trying to study my enemy and see how they come to power, because we got to get power, Black people. And what we doing, getting the land, all that stuff, that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? We got to be about that life. Yes, somebody want to be about that life. We got to be about that life. Be consistent. Be disciplined. Some things we're going to cut out. If you really want to really build as a community, which we're going to get into that part now. Do we have any Black communities? No, we don't. And if you see, I put that out in on Facebook, in this group I'm in up in Charlotte, North Carolina. This guy gonna sit up here and talk about the ghetto. I said, are you serious? Like, Dr. Clark Anson taught us this. A neighborhood is like a bucket with a hole in it. And I don't have to go no deeper than that. Black people think community is houses. No, it's not. It's about, that's having homes is cool, that too, but having community and resources, that's a community. The Jews got that. The Asians have that. The Hispanics got that. The Indians got that. The Arabs got that. Name me a Black community in America right now, and I'll wait. I'll let my plan for now.
There are none. We live in neighborhoods where everybody sets up businesses to take money out of our pocket to go build their Asian communities, their Jewish communities, where you see the mosques, their churches, their what else? The white communities, where you gotta go to get your resources from, Black people, because if you cannot go up the block and get resources from yourself because of the businesses that y'all have, you are not in a community. You are sitting in the streets, and you sit up here praying for those Palestinians. You are in the same position that the Palestinians are in, and you don't realize it because it's painted to you in a different way. You have as many children dying in the street as them, but somehow Black people over here somehow praying for somebody else. They always direct our tears from everybody except our own.
Facts, all facts. And it's sad that
even that's why the rappers are set up in the community to take the money out the community and don't care if they leave you with kill. It was just like when they started with the drug dealers selling crack in their communities, and you hear now they're apologizing for some of the stuff we see with crack did. Now the new thing is the new crack is the rap.
Exactly. Think about it. We've been fighting for 60 years talking about the same damn thing, civil rights and all that bullshit. Now, when black people had it before all that, before we integrate, we had all that. I think I talked about this before. I even talked about my podcast. I think I talked about on this podcast. I was on a TikTok live maybe 3 weeks ago, and boy, it took everything in me not to really snap on my people. I'll talk to some Democrat. My TikTok mostly, Democrat, Republican, whatever. It's more political page. But we was talking about reparations, integration, and stuff like that. And don't you know, them black liberals sit up here and told me out their own mouth, they said integration was the best thing happened to black people. And I asked them, what was that? What they said? They said, oh yeah, the 94 crime bill was a good thing. I'm like, what? I'm like, let me know. Them the bootleg jokers talking mostly. Like black people understand. It's a lot of black people really think they cannot live without white people, and they're just a straight up. And we all know this. Deep inside, a lot of black people know this. A lot of our people feel that way. That's why we never get ahead. We up here don't even own what is it? 0.1% of the nation's wealth. By 2053, we'll have zero wealth, y'all. That's scary. That's
all you doing is working. Even there's a lot of black businesses, but there's no black corporations. Most black businesses, they're working for themselves. Like me, I have a black business, but I got to get up and work every day. So it's really no difference if I'm working for somebody else. I just set my own rules. I just ain't got the one over me browbeating me. But in the same sense, it still is because as in black people, we can't get nothing because they say we ain't got credit and stuff, but we see all types of people come in our communities and they get credit when they come straight over here.
Exactly.
They're being taken care of. They keep telling you that it ain't enough money, and we got our rappers and people selling us out instead of getting together and refusing to do anything. Just like them Hollywood people, they doing a strike now because they ain't been getting money, but they've been acting all their asses off. You see what I'm saying?
I tell you like this, Queen. Like I said this a couple of months ago on my podcast. Like, first, black people need to we need to go back to the barter system first. This is my blueprint. Go back to the barter system. You might be an electrician, you might be a plumber, you might be in IT, you might be somebody who how to fix, on cars or whatever. We barter with each other. Once we barter with each other, we build a trust. See, black people mostly don't trust each other. Once we build up a trust and unify, then we can start dealing business with each other. That's when you start building communities. But even going back further back with that, we got to get the black man and black woman. Like I said, not all black people do that, but majority. Stop this beefing. If you got beef with a black man, black woman, you do it offline. Let's start promoting.
And if you got beef,
love.
let me tell you, everything doesn't warrant death. We have been like the rap music. We made ourselves think we not worth nothing. And anything we do to each other, the only consequence we give each other is death. We got to stop that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Exactly. And I will say this:
require emotion, though.
Exactly.
Death doesn't require emotion. What are we so bent out of shape about? Before we can do anything with the community, we have to be real with ourselves. Do you have your own goals, your own ambitions? That's why people are so mad, because you don't have no goals. You don't have no business. That's why you in everybody else's business. Get your own business, literally and figuratively.
Exactly.
It's that simple. We spend so much time worrying about other things that are unimportant, and we have no value. We bring nothing of value, no source of anything to the table, and nothing but negative energy. So work on stuff. I don't want to barter with anybody that has ill intent. If you don't know yourself, I don't want to fool with you. With the United States of Keep-A-Line, we have different things that we bring to the table. Our schedules are different. Our time zones are different, everything. But we make sure that we make it work. It's not a tit for tat. Nobody's counting pennies here.
Exactly.
We do what we do. So, but it's integrity. So have some integrity. If you can't come to the table with integrity, then I can't deal with you.
Y'all got to start it in small groups in your neighborhood. Like we're saying, you got to start like a small group of us got together. One person had credit. The other, they use their credit. We trust each other and we put down. That's how we got the land. And y'all got to start in small groups, because if you don't start, you get nowhere. It got to either be 3 of y'all, 2 of y'all that trust.
Facts.
And I didn't mean to cut you off, but the examples that she was giving.
Yeah. She right though. I mean, you right, trust. Black people have trust. We give our money toward the wrong thing. I'm not gonna call people out on this. I'm not even gonna waste my energy on that. But like I said, even when we get on social media, to Roger here, what's her name? The one who used to be on Empire, play Cookie. I can't get her name. And you had, yeah, and you got Lisa Ray. These sisters in their 50s. If you feel a certain way, keep it to yourself. Don't get on social media talking about, oh, I can't find a good black man in America. I'm done with American men. Oh, I gotta get a black man. If he can't pay all my bills, I'm just keeping it real. You don't see nobody else, no other women.
No other race, no other ethnicity.
They don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why we do? I'm like, that's the worst thing you could ever do. Because the world look at that shit and they say, oh, black men ain't shit. But let's talk about facts. Most black men.
Brought that up, you brought that up. I don't, I don't like calling people out. I don't know these people. I don't want people doing that to me. But since you brought it up, I had to say this. Tyrese, if I see that black man on social media one more time crying, oh, Tyrese.
Hey, his wife said she was listening to her friends. That's why she divorced him. She did say
He's been crying about his child support, crying about his feelings. I'm not saying we don't have feelings. You get your shit together. You don't
be a man, brother. But his wife did come out and say, listen to her friends. That's why she got divorced. And now I don't know if the money ran out or whatever. But I get what you're saying though, Angie. But my point I'm trying to make is we gotta stop putting our stuff out on social media. It's some kind of fad going on. I don't know, but we need to stop that. Cause see, people don't take black people serious. Let's be honest. The world don't respect black. When I say black people, I'm talking about black people, African Americans, damn Haitians, Jamaicans, wherever there's melanated people, they don't respect us because they think we are unorganized. We petty. We don't have no kind of power. Nobody respect that. I've been saying it for a long time. Nobody don't respect the whole black diaspora. You know what I'm saying? And then the music we push out now is bullshit. We gonna keep it real on here. It's bullshit. And I've been studying a lot of other people. And man, when I tell you, this shit goes back to the 1700s. These people are solid. They stick to their shit. I ain't just talking about white people. We got to get on our stuff, y'all. We think small. A lot of black people think small time. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Mm-hmm. We got to start thinking big. Some of us do, but the ones who think big, you really don't see them because the ones who think negative overrides the ones who think
because they don't want to. Because the people that think big with positive energy don't want to deal with all that nonsense. It's not worth it.
And going back to it, Angie, listen. I tell people, I ain't gonna cut you off, sister.
Go ahead, King.
When you go back to the wealth we got in this country, we only make up, y'all. Listen, I don't think people understand the percentage. You only make up 0.1 to 2% of the nation's wealth. Jeff Bezos got pretty much all the black wealth. One white man. I don't think y'all understand what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's a fact. And that man worth hundreds of billions of dollars. You know how many white families got hundreds of billions of dollars? Like, that's why black people always look up to these mobsters and stuff. Like Yo Gotti and Scarface. And we don't never talk about black people who prominent. We always talk about the white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest. Even down to the stuff we buy, the Gucci and Marc Jacobs and Louis and Red Bottoms and stuff. We think white man ice is cold. That's why we buy that stuff. I can go to any little store and see a sister with a Louis bag or Gucci bag, or brothers wearing the same crap. You know what I'm saying? We think we put, like, we respect their shit more than we respect our own. It's a lot of black brands out. I support black business every day. It's so many black brands. It's nice. Matter of fact, Brother Tradition, he one of his sponsors is a black-owned watch company. I'm gonna get with them. We gotta support ourselves.
We gotta know it, because the thing is, most of our black people, like you see these rappers, I'm gonna keep saying it, they're making money to live a white lifestyle. There's a lot of black people that done touch millions, but yet you don't see nothing. We not producing no generational wealth because they get that money and they going out here buying Feliciana and all this expensive stuff. And these white people that you're buying it, they got generational wealth. You just got this money in your hand in order to keep up with their lifestyle. See, they living off of slave money. You living off of the sweat money.
Boom. And then me studying the Rothschild family. I've been reading up on these people a long time. They are Jews. These people don't play that shit. You're not finna be married outside your family because we want to keep this powerhouse going. Black people, like I said, I can't make you can do what you want. I can't make you date who you want or marry who you want. But understand us, the condition that black people are in and how far back we are, hundreds of years back. You got to start building a legacy. You got to marry the black woman, have your children, teach them about keeping this thing going, what you build. I don't see the purpose of even living if you ain't got no kind of legacy. When you die, what people remember you by? Let me keep it real. Like you ain't made you ain't left no kind of mark in this world. You know what I'm saying? Your children gonna keep the tradition going broke. You know, then you want to have a big funeral that you can't pay for. We don't have no life insurance policies and stuff like that. Let's keep it real. We all go through it. We know this. We've been through family members. You got family members who've been balling out all their life and then they don't got no life insurance policy. How the hell you gonna have a goddamn Mercedes in this big ass house that you
no, what tripped me out is the rappers, that the people that listen to the rappers and dress like them and all that always got to have a GoFundMe.
That part.
Look at D-Maze. D-Maze been working out, child. D-Maze been working out even in the gym.
And when I see that
wrong button, all right. We see you, King.
I clicked the wrong button. I'm gonna be chilling over here.
And you got Sexy Red. Look, we were talking about rappers too. You got Sexy Red running around. Like we said, black woman, it's a time and a place to give yourself to your child. That's why we can't even give ourselves to our children. We always say when you're pregnant, they say read to your child and stuff like that. Now our children in our bellies are listening to rap. She out here looking like a pumpkin, pregnant, rapping. And trying to be sexy at the same time. How did we make pregnancy sexy? I thought pregnancy was supposed to be something sacred.
And the girl did it too. Cardi B did it when she was pregnant. She was like twerking on stage.
Yeah, and then you got women running out here talking about, I'm gonna breastfeed my child in public, flop your titty out. This is why men don't have no they eyes. Y'all think with your eyes, you got all these women like that's your privacy. That's you and your child's privacy. And stop letting that little boy who got teeth suck on your breast when he got teeth.
You know what's sad about it?
Y'all are being weird.
You know what's sad, Queen? It's a lot of sisters like you talking about. Sexy Red. I remember when Cardi B was pregnant and she was twerking on stage. You had sisters talking about, yeah, girl, live your best life. Why we always say that stupid shit? Like, what the hell y'all talking about? Like,
you know, my
I really want to go hard, but I don't want to make people mad, but that shit pissed me off.
Yeah, because that's not living your best life. It's the best life of the hood, I guess. Out the hood, that's your best life, but it ain't.
Yeah. My husband says anymore it's hard to tell the hoes from the housewives because they stand so close together.
Exactly.
That's darn shame, you know. And it's
the reason why your man like you is because he see you. That's why you see other women in other country covered up. You will never know what that woman look like,
right?
Because that's for her man.
Hey,
and we don't have to cover up like that. But you ain't got to show the whole world your ass. I know what your ass look like. Your man know what your ass look like. The little kid down the block know what your ass look like. So what do you have sacred?
And Quintina, it's funny you said that. I swear, me and my woman just had this conversation last night. I was like, I always thought this. I said, well, if women had their bodies covered, they had their face covered. To me, they don't have to cover their face, but I get what certain traditions, some groups, cultures do that. But if a woman cover her body, not showing her shape and stuff, a man can't have those thoughts in their head because he don't know what she got. You know what I'm saying?
Some nasty one still with.
I'm with that. I got no problem. Now, not saying a man still can't have. Because, like, we live in a world now, people online, they watching Pornhub and all that shit. A man can get obsessed with a woman's eyes. Because some of the women do have pretty eyes. She might be, I use the word, she might want to be attractive once you take the mask off, but it don't matter. Because a man, he pretty much hit anything. if it's wet or whatever. I'm just keeping it real on here.
But the problem is, you don't even gotta do that. I can show my shape. It's just that everybody needs discipline. This rap music make it okay to not have no discipline as a man, and then they blame the woman for having a bunch of children. But yet you're the head of the household. Who told you to leave the household because you wanted a piece of ass across the street, and so you done made a baby here, and then the woman trusting.
Yeah.
And then now women who are left without headless, without heads, that black women, because our men are being locked up or being hypnotized by rap music, are now saying, well, Bumpy, we got to find our heart, put our heart somewhere else. Women laying their hearts on other women shoulders, and they laying their hearts into the rap music and saying, I don't give a F, I don't need no nigga. And it's mixing us all up, but we got to get to the root of the problem, because the root of the problem is not what we're doing. The root of the problem is what is making us do what we're doing.
And I would say this, though. I know we're getting close to the end. I would say this, like, listen, I'm not perfect. I got 4 kids. Okay, 2 out of wedlock, 2 by my ex-wife. But I taught my kids this. I said, listen, get with somebody, and I keep it real with my children too. I like, because you marry somebody don't mean they're gonna last. Things happen. People follow. They grow apart, whatever. Because my thing is, I think we should always teach our kids the negative and positive of the world. It is what it is. But as the black people, I'm like, listen, we got to be responsible, men and women, not just the women, the men too. You know damn well that you don't want to have no baby by this woman. Yeah, it feels good when you go raw, dog. Let's keep it real to the woman and the man. But it's a slight chance you can get a woman pregnant just by pre-com. Let's keep it real, semen, whatever. You don't have to do all that other stuff to get a woman pregnant. But knowing it's a chance that she might get pregnant, knowing you don't want to have a child by this woman, and later on, you got to pay child support, you going to be pissed off at this woman because she want to take child support on you because you was irresponsible too, just like her, to have this child, you know what I'm saying? And now you messing yourself up. You hate this woman. She hates you. The child hearing the mama talk stuff about the man.
Because they only like each other because of
child.
They only liked each other probably because of what her body looked like and what his body looked like, or what his pockets looked like. And that's what we've been programmed through rap music and stuff. We're not being programmed by parents anymore. We're not being programmed by people who held together families. And then we need to stop speaking, well, life happens. Well, no, life don't happen. If you start getting with people for the right reasons, we'll go back to what it looked like. Because if you look at the pictures of the wealthy black people then, they wasn't fine. They wasn't all cute and this and that. This is this white fantasy that have been painted in your head to make you go against what you claim in the Bible that you don't. The spirit of illusion.
Yeah.
The spirit of illusion have lured you over there. Yes.
Exactly.
And then as women, we need to wake up.
And I was saying, and I want to finish up on this too. And you knowing that you don't want to have a child by this woman, the child is born. The mama, she's pissed off at you because you don't want to be with her. She talking ill will on the man. Then, luckily, if some children get a chance to spend time with their father, he talking ill will on the woman. The child confused, don't know what the hell going on. And the cycle continues. This child might mess up, have a child out of wedlock or whatever, and continue the cycle. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, other races do it too, not just us. But I'm not worried about other races because black people are not. We so far behind the 8 ball from everybody else, we really can't compare ourselves to everybody else. When they talk about white on white crime and all that crap, I don't care about that. I worry about my people because we can't afford to have black on black crime because we don't have anything in this world. I'm
gonna say country. This. As long as black people keep believing the Bible and believing that your God is out in the universe or outside somewhere and not in you, you got to start within self. Because black people, the main one going to church, and y'all don't follow none of that Bible stuff.
Facts.
Strippers be like, God love me. Yeah, he do, but what you doing? I don't get it. We have got the white man mentality that if we pay God, if I pay my tithes, I guess if we bribe God, he won't see what I'm doing.
Facts. But I would say that black people got to keep this in mind. It's 2020. I would say 2024. The end of 2023, we got what, 2 months, a month left in this year. 2024 next year. By 2023, that's not a long time, y'all. We will have zero wealth. We're gonna have to get our shit together. We can't be booked. We're gonna have to make some sacrifices.
Black people don't know what that means. Half the black people don't even know what wealth means. They think that is if they hit the lottery. Like I said, we gotta go back to the beginning because you can't worry about something you don't know nothing about. They're not worried about being where they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know what we saying. We barely know. They know if they knew what a business was, they'll create it.
Exactly. Now, and another challenge for Black people, and we're gonna be one of our enemies is technology. You're gonna have to teach your kids about, if they're gonna go to school for somebody to build programming, being an engineer, stuff like that. Every Black person need a lawyer in their family. Everybody can pitch in and get a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff we need. Life insurance policies, get that. You know what I'm saying? And start educating our own kids and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do have institutions and stuff. We do educate our kids, but we got to get serious about this. We can't have pockets of Black people doing it because it don't work like that because the situation we in as a people. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get off social media all the damn time. Stop bashing each other. That's a waste of time.
Stop just looking
being
at
more entertaining anything.
Start fasting like your Bible taught you. Fast from entertainment and read something that doesn't make you feel good. It doesn't make you feel good if you have to sit up here and look at what does business mean? What is generational wealth? What is going on?
Y'all better fast from everything.
You got a lot of Black people graduating, but you got people that's being like these Black prosecutors and stuff. They getting in these positions, but they're not helping your Black race. We need to be raising our children to look after our people too. See, everybody else, they get positions that put their interest in their race, but we get in there and act like, oh well, I'm gonna do what's right. And I guess doing what's right doesn't means ignore your own race or what's happening to your own race.
I'm telling you now, y'all better fast from everything. Y'all better fast from the fast food, the eating out, the luxuries of the United States. Y'all should fast from everything. Y'all should, everybody, including myself, should start growing your own food. Okay. I think right now what's going on in the world, we might be just a tad bit shy of time with buying land, not with the United Empires. I'm just saying, the way we think as a people, you should probably start thinking about saving some water, okay? Distilling some water.
Bug out
things
bags.
Like that, bug out, bug in bags, because things are about to get real. We're having these conversations with you all. And this is a service conversation from what we have together, because things are about to get real serious. And so I hope no one takes this lightheartedly, because things are getting real serious. So we're telling these rappers and all this nonsense because it's nonsense and it's propaganda and it's distraction for what's really coming. So everybody needs to be prepared and be serious. So I would advise you all to please connect with United Empires of a Keep Line to learn more. And I am a life insurance agent, just to put that out there.
And you got that.
So just to help you out. If you don't like my services, I got something else for you. But my point is, if you have something to bring to the table, bring it to the table. Stop coming to the picnic with nothing but to-go bags. And then you can take up everything that somebody else pitched in for.
Facts.
Pour into your community.
Yes, start looking around. Start finding out. Start going to land auctions. Stop blowing your income tax. Do you know you got enough income tax? If you learn how to read when they doing auctions, you might can buy plots of land and you never have to pay them people rent again. So you got to start looking at spending your money wisely. Stop buying your kids all this Christmas presents. Buy your kids a car. Buy your kids or a land. Because if you have land, you have your 10 out there.
Quintana, damn well I'm black.
Don't you know that when you on Section 8, Section 8 will pay your mortgage if you decide to buy a house in your own
wish I could get Section 8 right now.
You might could. We don't I
promise you I can't.
And you're right.
Those that is on Section 8, you staying in the projects and stuff, you can get on Section 8, and what you need to do now is start looking for a house. Prepare yourself. It usually I don't know how your credit looks. Start getting yourself right. They make you think that you can't buy a house because you ain't got a job. Section 8 will help pay part of your mortgage.
And I just want to say that. I know. Be boots on the ground and do the work. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
The sad part about it, Quintina, that's good information. Appreciate that. A lot of people don't give a damn. They don't want to hear that. They want it now. They want to get the house they really can afford. You know how many black people
learn patience.
Exactly. We listen, 72% of Americans, that's about everybody in America, black and whites and others. 72% of Americans live check to check. Now, If you go down to black people, only make up 13% of the population, you can imagine how many of us are barely making rent or mortgage because we want to live above our means. We want to show off our family
And
members.
that's how they make crime.
Crazy.
Because we cannot make it, so we're going to be the most people breaking in, stealing, or breaking the law.
But see, but look at this, Queen. Now, what did he just say though? All because we're living paycheck to paycheck does not mean that we cannot afford to live comfortably. We're living paycheck to paycheck because we keep buying $200 Jordans for 2-year-olds that are going to grow out them shoes in 2 months. You see what I'm saying? So it is a choice at some point. You know, poverty is a mindset. It's a choice. Wealth is a choice.
You want to eat out every day.
Them damn PlayStation.
You know what I'm saying? You want to
them
eat out every day.
PlayStation.
Yeah,
you
you
don't
want
even
to
know
big
you can buy a
trips and
plot of
stuff.
land.
I deserve this. I'm taking these big trips, spending thousands of dollars. It's crazy. Like, what they say the average black person can't even afford to there was your boy Jay Morrison, right? When he had a black house here in Atlanta, the Legacy Center up the street from me.
Right.
Who was that breaking it down? I think who was it? Anyway, I forgot who it was. What's that guy name? Damn. Anyway, he said he did the numbers. Yeah, finance. He said the average black person can afford to give $500. And Jay Morrison know that one thing about our people, we love a person who got a slick tongue and say we love that feel good music, like with that feel good medicine. I always tell people, black people love that. We love hope. Somebody who got swag to convince us. That's why certain people get
their money every Sunday because they getting hope.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. And we gotta stop that. But I don't blame. I blame the people for doing that.
Everybody get what they get now. We gotta get ours when we go to heaven. And nobody black don't see nothing wrong with that yet.
Everybody gotta put their weight. Exactly. All of us gotta put our weight. It ain't no such thing. Let me tell y'all right now. Ain't no such thing. No damn black leaders. That's some bullshit. We are all leaders. Name me a white leader, Mexican leader, Arab leader. Name me one right now. I'll wait. Because you ain't got one, because we always think we got to have leaders. We don't need no goddamn leaders. We are our own leaders. Black people need to get up. We need to get, listen, man, the future is here. We got to get out of the past of doing the way shit was done way back. That shit old. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to step it up. We ain't got that much
like
time.
They said on The Color Purple, y'all better get enough strength and pray and what did it say? Wop mass upside his head. We see you again,
sexual.
No, I'm gonna showing a little skin, y'all. But I ain't showing my abs tonight. But look, check this out. So let's read the comments. Queen Tina will read the comments. We got some comments, I think.
Yeah, I've been putting them up.
Okay.
Miss Cookie said, "Thank you all so much. I'm 70 years old, and things are changing. Life insurance will be hard to obtain in the future."
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
All facts.
Y'all gotta learn.
Black people need to sit down with their family members, man. Get the life insurance policies. Get that trust. Get that the will. Angie, I know you
sit down and get a business together. Learn.
Is that too?
Get a trade. Stop going to college and get a trade.
Thank you. And leave a legacy behind for your people, man. God damn.
Yeah.
If you're going to go to college, black people learn nursing, criminal justice.
You gotta leave a legacy behind, man. We don't believe in legacy. We don't preach the legacy.
Yes.
But it all starts with a conversation, you know, and being open and honest. It starts with a conversation. And it sucks having these conversations about responsibility with family and our communities, but it's necessary.
But don't think people only want to hear rap. They want to say They want to act like the they put these rappers in front of us.
Like
and you see that their life ain't no bit better. But somehow we dressing like them, mocking them, and we ain't got the income like them. And then we got a lot of people running around selling drugs, not to build businesses, not to help them, but so that they can live like they see the people on TV.
Hey, check this out, sisters. One thing about it, y'all know I look at sports. Y'all see my Facebook. I know it's entertainment. When you see me post for sports stuff, it's entertainment. And that shit over with, I'm back to doing my thing. But one thing my people understand, the thing with Colorado with Deion Sanders and stuff, black people were hyped up the first 4 weeks. And they don't hear anybody talk about it. Going back to the whole thing, Alabama, when them white folk got beat on chairs, everybody hyped up, got these chairs coming up. You don't hear it no more. We do stuff for the moment. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do, and I could go on and on. But
And that's why we spend our money so quick, because we spend in impulse.
Popeye chicken sandwich, yeah.
Yeah. Let
I
me ask
didn't
you
buy
this
that
question
shit.
real quick. When we're talking about like rappers and raps and stuff like this, let me ask you a question. So the movie Hustle and Flow, I did not
I never liked that movie,
that
and I don't even
movie.
understand it.
I did. Thank you. I did not understand it. And like
And at
the
the
theme
end, they
song,
made
like
the
this
white
part,
girl.
I hear
At
for a
the end,
pimp.
they made the white girl the star of the movie.
I did not understand. What are your thoughts on that, D-Mates? Because I was so confused.
Oh,
The
it's
theme
all
song with
bullshit.
it, it's kind of
And like Queen Tina said, they made the white girl like she the one that pretty much helped them and did all the work. And the black woman, she's pregnant. He's arguing
The
with
white
her and
woman
stuff.
sacrificed her body for the black man.
Exactly.
Do
You know what I'm
right
saying? So it's
here.
bullshit.
You got it. And she, okay, I'm gonna do it.
How did
Fuck
that
all
wind
that.
up being a big thing? Like, I just don't understand.
Because
Why
the
did it
white
wind up
girl
being a
was
big
the
thing?
savior of the king of the hood.
The
That's
white boy playing the beats, even though they had what's the name playing the chords. White boy making the beats with the MPC. See, like Black Panther. I would agree with Umar. I think Umar's a nutcase, but he did say he made a good point. The movie Black Panther. If you look at it, and we all watched it. I went supported it. And I'm in the comments. I write my own comments too. But the thing is, you made the white man like the savior of the whole
that
thing.
ticks me off.
You know what I'm saying? That's
All
crazy.
we
A lot of
did
black
was
people
kill-
peep that out. They
All
didn't
we
this
did
about
was
Wakanda
make the
forever.
white man rich for an imaginary place for black people that we trying to build right here in real life.
Remember,
so
Black Panther
frustrating.
was written by 2 Jews. No disrespect to the small hats, but they were written
What
by
about the
2
Woman
white people.
King? The
Yeah, they're
Woman
not
King was
Stan
written
Lee
by.
and the other guy. They weren't written by black people. You know what I'm saying? Even Spawn was written by a white guy because I'm into comics and stuff. And I like it's cool, but my thing is we need to control our own thing, you know, write our own comics, you know, all that, you know, like promote our own positive image of our people. Cause like if we let other people control our images, what you think gonna happen? I'm talking about like let's be honest, they oversize black women, even in the porn world. When a black man, they try to push him as a sexual creature. You know what I'm saying? Like all he is, you know, y'all know. I ain't in the details. And it's sad that they do so much. That's all they see. Black people entertainment, over sexualized, and talking loud as hell. Pretty much that's it. How they look at us and stuff. You're not about no business. Only a few of y'all doing pretty good. That's the bootleg.
Even in sports, they let the white man shine.
Of course, yeah. Tom Brady's the guy. Is the
And I
GOAT.
want y'all. We're gonna do some more videos. I want y'all to know about all the black-owned basketball teams and football teams that went away, and that's why y'all got the. And this is why I'm pissed off. Y'all cheer for these white teams that don't even know what happened to you. But right now, you got a whole bunch of black boys running for master, and then what they did, they passed laws so that the players only got scholarships and a little bit of this, so they couldn't bring nothing home. But the white men making millions of dollars, and we cheering them on. Everybody get a cut, just like they do our black people in the music industry. How long are we gonna help them rob us?
Listen,
as long as the black people ain't doing nothing, ain't got money in their pocket, they cannot come back and fix up their hood.
So like I know I'm a UGA fan. I keep it real, but one thing I learned: UGA make $100 million of their football program, just like Alabama, and Florida, and Michigan, and Ohio State, all these big schools. And guess what else they do? Most of them brothers that go to them schools, guess what they get? Well, the white girls.
Yeah,
they make sure they push them white girl. That movie Get Out, you saw they had the white girl. So he was looking at the photo album, saying she got all the football player, basketball player. That's what they do, and that's what they're doing now. Most of these brothers that come out of these big schools, they come out, they be married to white girls.
When a black man has wealth, it has to be a white woman on his arm. But when the white women have been getting our black men killed, and they had laws where they can the Casual Killing Act and everything, but black women are getting stereotyped that we're destroying the black man's life.
They should have had one of the Kardashians play in the Get Out movie.
Exactly. I mean, let me tell you, brothers don't want to hear that shit. They're gonna still get with them because they have the society have made the black woman look mad and angry, which is bullshit.
Like that video me and you just posted, where most of the black families now look like mixed people.
Exactly. And most black men do marry black women, but you're right.
Don't even look like their mothers no more.
Exactly. Even on a lot of these show, like commercials, like you just said, they showing a lot of interracial stuff. I tell people this. I'm not gonna argue with people who they want to go with. My thing is this: is with the situation with black people in right now. We gotta fix our own house, man. I'm not trying to get with nobody else. We need to be getting our shit
Don't tell
together.
that to the Chinese people. You don't see them hardly mentioned because they got their
Thank
culture.
you.
Go tell it
Only
to the
few of them
Indians. Go tell
hoppers.
it to the Hispanics. We the only one keep talking about, well, everybody could date outside their race. Fuck that.
Only thing they do, the
They
Mexicans, the other
start being
groups
like
do, they claim
everybody
they
else.
white.
Take
They
care of
claim they white on
ourselves
application.
first.
That's what they do so they can get over. You know, on the census and stuff, they put their white. That's just to get over. But for them in the community, you're gonna see a Mexican woman can be with a goddamn pot belly, out of shape looking Mexican dude, but it's about family. That's what I'm just keeping it real. You be seeing them damn Mexican, like, damn, she's all right, but damn, her dude, like, but it don't matter because it's about family, like a
No, it don't
community,
matter because he
family.
is going to be a father. He's going to work. He's going to work
Exactly.
with
Yep.
other Mexican men. They got their shit together and they don't care about looks. And that's how we used to be. It was about being together as a family. We have
Thank
lost
you.
that. But we're going to wrap this up. Y'all want to say anything else before we get out of here?
No, we good. We good. This was a good one, y'all.
Yes,
about
this
you,
conversation.
Angie?
No, I just want to encourage you all to please like and share once more. Please subscribe. We want you all to go over to the United Empires of Akibalon.com and subscribe there. We talked about a whole lot of stuff, especially building community, and it all goes into the top of the conversation. So you can definitely help us, help yourselves, help our Black community by supporting the United Empires of Akibalon. $10 donation, $10 investments a month to be a part of buying land that you are a part of, that you take part ownership in for your safe haven. You saw our promo videos that we shared earlier. If you did not, please go back and look at those. And hopefully that will encourage you to support what we have going on for the well-being of our Black
Let
community.
me correct that. You're not having ownership because we don't have an investment group yet, but you're going to have ownership into, you're going to have access to
yes.
the retreat.
Yes, thank you, Queen. My apologies. Yes. So go over and check that out. We also want you to check out www.gmfatla.com, which is our radio station webpage, which is a branch of the United Empires of Akibalon, and just another way to connect with you all. So the meat and the core of what we do is the United Empires of Akibalon, which is a micronation building communities and building a micronation for the Black community and melanated people.
Basically,
So,
yeah, when she say micronation, we want to bring, we are like the umbrella to bring all those that are Black for Black together, a collection of Black individuals and groups. That's all we stand for. It's not another cult or nothing. We don't want you to change anything. It's just that we got so many Black people out here fighting and so many Black groups. How do we know? So we want we're a hub of let's all come together. What are you doing? What do we need to know?
Black people, stop giving your money to stuff don't really mean anything. I'm not gonna even get into details. We'll go quick to support some group or person because they got a good mouthpiece on them. That's not the way to go. I'm sorry. I mean, it's multiple people that do that in our community, not one person. I just want to say that. I'll land my plane.
Amen.
And yes, and I appreciate you, Angie. Appreciate everybody for listening. Appreciate you, D Mays and the rest of the crew that's absent tonight.
No
doubt. We're gonna keep on. Somebody don't be rude, don't overtalk each other. That's because we family and we just having a conversation. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
Really? Damn. I mean, people do it all the time. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver.
We have a radio show. I'm sorry it's not scripted because when you're talking real, sometimes when you're talking real and we're wrapping up, that's like what we do. Because sometimes you miss a thought or whatever, but we respect each other. See, this is what you call Black people getting along.
And I'm sorry. And Quinn, I want to say it before we get off tonight. And I know we're going to do a whole another broadcast on this, but Black people, y'all know we going to 2024. Election time coming up. I'm saying it for those because majority of black people vote. Let's be real. Vote in your best interest, please. I'm just an intro. This is an introduction because we're gonna have a broadcast about this topic. And I don't see already we letting this year go out and we're not even mobilized. We talking about reparations and all that. I don't see no black people really mobilizing. Oh, only a few. Shout out to TD Hip Hop and shout out to Phil Scott. But them the only brothers really kind of touching on that. But we gotta get serious. If y'all really want to get reparations and crime bill passed, we gotta be consistent every day and talk about this and be about this and have a real strategy, a real plan. Because a lot of times we just be talking and hashtagging, but ain't doing shit. And I let my plane.
Yes, we do have to look into our local communities. You do have to get into politics. You do have to understand what's going on, because we think that we're going to get a whopping reparations and everything is going to change. No, we see them constantly giving money to everywhere else. We see them bringing immigrants into predominantly black neighborhoods and giving them money. But when it comes to us, they always got an excuse. So do you not realize yet they can keep doing that long as we are divided against each other?
Hey, Quintina, can I say something real quick? I see Ronald said don't vote, period, because it's the same government. Okay, Ronald, I mean, my fault.
We talking about local elections.
Yeah, local. We talking about local, brother. Let me tell you something right now.
So we can't.
We voted for people. Well, the city I stay here in Atlanta, South side of Atlanta. We voted for people, politicians. Well, we voted for these local politicians to get in office to pass a bill to get us to have this program to help out 80% of black senior citizens who can't get their yards cut, trees cut, gutters done, maintenance to their homes. And we employ black kids to clean up the community. That's why it's important to be to vote locally. I ain't talking about the presidential election. I'm talking about that too, but mainly local. 9% of the time, local politics matter more than the presidential. But if you're going to vote on the presidential election, you need to have vote in your best interest. But I'm talking about on a local level. You know what I'm saying? Something I know that worked for us. And matter of fact, our election is Tuesday. This Tuesday coming up, we got some people we voted for in our best interest to help us keep this program going. So that's the example I'm using because I'm out here. I land my plane.
And I see shout out to Ronald and everyone in the chat. I know Ronald's saying a lot, and he said I need to move around, y'all. It's hard to do this on the internet. It is, and that's why we have a place, and that's why we play the commercial, because we bought a plot of land so that we can have a gathering place. Because right now we're all over the place, so we need a central place where we can come to talk and 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 plan and strategize. Because even though we're talking about voting, do you know that the senators, they're elected, I think, every 2 years, and then each state, they elect them at a different time. So they do that to confuse us. Most of us don't even know when it's election time for the commissioners in our town, the mayors, and the governors. So we need places where we learn this stuff. If you're listening, learn this. We need people that's going to run. It's easier to get elected in your local election. You don't have to have high school diplomas. We need to be getting in places right now, because when you get in these places, you become a mayor or a governor, and that's how you move up to be a senator. These senators that you see, like Ted Cruz's and all these people, that's how they get in there. It starts in your local election. It's easier to vote in your local election because you know those people. Those are the people you live with. Those are the people in your neighborhood. Yeah, you are the people in your neighborhood. You know, we need Sesame Street again. That's why they get rid of all this stuff and give us this stupid stuff that our kids don't know. Our kids used to know songs so that you could remember that, because I'm only a bill. Yes, I'm a bill. We don't know government no more. We need to start pushing stuff back to our children. So it starts with us agreeing that we need to learn. And if we spend more time learning, we will still spend more time out of the club. Boom. If you're sitting at home, when you start directing your attention to other things, you know how it is to change a habit. It takes 30 days to start changing a habit. When you start directing your attention other places, when you start reading more, you start listening to this stupid rap less. When you start reading more, You're not going to be apt to when is the next party at the club and what am I going to wear. It takes step by step. And we here to lead y'all in that direction. And that's why we building a Kibelon. Right now, it's a space up in the mountains, away from everything. So it's going to be secluded, and it's us only because we need a space to regather our minds. And I'm going to land my plane and wrap this up because I know we've been over, and we're going to talk about this again. Go to the website. When you email, we have people email. We're going to get back to you. Tell us what your talent is. Are you a mental health worker? Do you know about business? Do you know how to set up business plans? Can you build? Do you got to, we got to start rebuilding our community.
What's your gift? What's your gift?
Exactly. What you going to bring to this potluck of rebuilding the Black mind? This is Black mind potluck. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
But yeah, we don't even have things. We got to start putting back out the new schoolhouse rock. Like Black Love said, it taught us a lot. We got to start doing, we need to start learning how to make our cartoons like Coco Melon and start reprogramming our kids because it's music. Just like I said, rap. Just like the schoolhouse rock. It taught us stuff. Rap is teaching us now. Our kids know how to throw up gang signs and know more about shaking their ass than they know anything about who is governing them.
Wow, that's a good circle around to all of that. Ironically, Schoolhouse Rock has concluded this conversation about rap. Wow.
Exactly.
Let's get back to the
I'd rather
basics.
listen to Schoolhouse Rock than this mess that's telling me to pop some pills.
Yeah.
I don't like to be out my mind. I need to be on alert just in case I got to get on my feet fast.
Yeah.
So y'all need to stop sitting around with guns and stuff, thinking you the enemy, and y'all and Trayvon Martin killer still walking around selling the guns and then made money off it. Got a dead body.
Exactly.
But y'all
where the gangsters at?
Y'all really from the hood though.
Exactly. Where my gangsters at? Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Just like ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? They talking about the evidence for the George Floyd murder, saying that he had some stuff in his system, whatever. And
I'm not trying to be funny. There's gonna be 100 George Floyds. They got us paying attention to one person. Judge Floyd should have represented a lot of Black men being choked. Trayvon Martin should have been represented on how many Black boys are being shot by these white men. Look at the Black mama that just was shot by the white woman through the door, and she ain't even hardly did. I think it took us saying something on the internet to get her arrested. Until we start learning how to police our neighborhoods and start turning our neighborhoods into communities, and until we stop needing to go get that wig from the beauty shop where the Asian people and their families are waiting for your money so they can sit into their communities where their children are safe. Until we start understanding that your dollar is your power, we're not going to get nowhere. And I'm going to wrap this up. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. Anybody, any other words from the panel?
Peace. We'll be good. It's a good one. It's another epic one.
Yes.
Step into a world of Black unity, love, and power where the essence of Black unity is not just a fleeting emotion, but a profound force. A world where Black people uplift each other, creating a fortified community, a beacon of hope. Imagine the strength born from understanding one another. We as Black people all have something in common through shared experiences no one but us understands. There is a joy that arises from celebrating our heritage, our culture, our shared history. Picture the power of true Black unity, a power that transcends any adversities that we face. Black unity empowers and inspires. We have been robbed of that. We need to turn struggles into the foundation of future triumphs. This is not a utopian dream. This is the reality we can shape when we choose to put us first. Unity over division. It's up to us to save each other. Remember, when Black people love and support each other, it's not just powerful, it's transformative. It's our lifeline, our legacy, and our path forward. Let's give this to ourselves. So let's embrace this power. Let's cherish it and let it guide us. #B4B. Go to our website, www.theunitedempiresofalkebulan.com. The UEOA. Tina Berry speaks.